Have you ever stopped to think about how the simple actions you take in the 30 minutes after eating might be quietly shaping how long you live, especially as you age? As we grow older, we often pay close attention to what we eat, focusing on reducing sugar, increasing fiber, and opting for smaller portions to support our health. These dietary choices are widely discussed as key factors in aging well. However, there is another aspect of our daily routine that is just as critical, yet rarely gets the attention it deserves. What we do immediately after a meal, that half-hour window following your last bite, is a crucial opportunity for your body to process food, absorb nutrients, and repair itself. Yet, if you are unknowingly making certain common mistakes during this time, you could be placing unnecessary stress on your digestion, your heart, and your overall health, without even realizing it. In this detailed exploration, we will uncover 5 things you should avoid doing in the 30 minutes after eating if you want to age with strength, clarity, and energy. These are not complicated rules or medical gimmicks, but simple adjustments that help your body do what it is already trying to do: maintain balance, support your organs, and protect your longevity. Let us begin by considering the broader context of aging and how it affects our bodies. As we enter our 60s, 70s, and beyond, our physiological systems undergo significant changes. Our digestive system becomes more sensitive, our circulatory system becomes less flexible, and our heart works harder to respond to competing demands. These changes are a natural part of aging, but they mean that the habits we may have developed in our younger years might not serve us as well in our later decades. The choices we make after eating can either support our body's natural processes or disrupt them, leading to a cascade of effects that impact our energy, immunity, and even our brain health. By understanding these effects, we can learn to approach our post-meal habits with greater care, ensuring that we are supporting our longevity rather than undermining it. The 30 minutes after a meal is a critical window, a time when your body is hard at work breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and processing glucose. If you make the wrong choices during this time, you could be putting unnecessary strain on your digestive organs, your cardiovascular system, and your overall well-being. In this discussion, we will explore 5 common mistakes that many people over 60 make in the 30 minutes after eating, often without realizing the consequences. These mistakes can lead to issues like acid reflux, bloating, nutrient malabsorption, and even increased risk of chronic diseases over time. However, by making small, thoughtful changes to your post-meal routine, you can protect your organs, improve your metabolism, and reduce the risk of long-term health problems. These adjustments are not about overhauling your entire lifestyle, but about giving your body the space and support it needs to function at its best. Stay with me until the end, because understanding what not to do after meals could be one of the most powerful longevity tips you have never heard. Just one change today might add years to your life, helping you to age with vitality and peace of mind. The first mistake we will discuss is one of the most common habits that people over 60 fall into after a meal: lying down too soon. This might seem like a harmless choice, a natural way to relax after enjoying a hearty lunch or dinner. After all, what could feel more comforting than reclining on the couch or lying flat in bed to rest for a bit after eating? Many of us associate lying down with relaxation, a chance to take a break and let our bodies unwind. However, when you recline or lie flat within the first 30 minutes of eating, you are not helping your body relax as you might think. Instead, you are making its job much harder, disrupting the natural process of digestion and putting unnecessary stress on your system, particularly as you age. Let us take a closer look at why lying down right after eating is so problematic. Digestion is a gravity-dependent process, meaning that your body relies on the natural downward flow of food to move it through your digestive tract. When you eat, food travels from your mouth through your esophagus and into your stomach, where it is broken down before continuing its journey through your intestines. This process is designed to work with gravity, allowing food to move smoothly from one stage to the next. However, when you lie down too soon after eating, especially in a horizontal position, this downward flow is disrupted. The muscles responsible for pushing food through your system, particularly the lower esophageal sphincter, can weaken with age. The lower esophageal sphincter is a ring of muscle that acts as a valve between your esophagus and stomach, preventing stomach contents from flowing back up. When you are lying flat, this valve struggles to do its job effectively, making it easier for stomach acid to flow backward into your esophagus. This backward flow of stomach acid is the beginning of acid reflux, a condition that many people are familiar with. If you have ever experienced that burning sensation in your chest or throat after lying down following a meal, perhaps after a nap or a bedtime snack, you know how uncomfortable and distressing it can be. Acid reflux, also known as heartburn, occurs when stomach acid irritates the lining of your esophagus, causing a burning feeling that can range from mild to severe. For many people over 60, this is not just a minor inconvenience, but a recurring problem that can take a toll on their health over time. Chronic acid reflux does more than cause discomfort. It wears away at the lining of your esophagus, leading to inflammation and increasing your risk of more serious esophageal problems down the line, such as esophagitis or Barrett's esophagus, a precancerous condition. These long-term consequences highlight the importance of avoiding this simple mistake, as the damage it causes can accumulate silently over the years. However, the effects of lying down right after eating do not stop at acid reflux. When your digestion is impaired in this way, your body has to work harder to absorb the nutrients from your food. Proper digestion is essential for breaking down food into its component parts, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, so that your body can absorb the vitamins, minerals, and energy it needs to function. When you lie down too soon, the disruption to the digestive process means that nutrients are not absorbed as efficiently as they should be. This can lead to a range of issues, from low energy and fatigue to weakened immunity and even impaired brain health. For older adults, whose bodies may already be less efficient at absorbing nutrients due to age-related changes, this can be particularly problematic. Over time, nutrient malabsorption can contribute to deficiencies that affect your overall well-being, leaving you feeling tired, sluggish, and more vulnerable to illness. I recall a story about a man named Frank, a retired truck driver in his early 70s, who experienced these effects firsthand. Frank had developed a habit of lying back in his recliner every afternoon after lunch, thinking it would help his back and give him a much-needed break. At first, this routine seemed to work for him, providing a moment of relaxation in his busy day. However, he began to notice troubling symptoms. He frequently experienced a burning sensation in his throat, a telltale sign of acid reflux, and he felt unusually tired even after resting. These feelings of fatigue were puzzling, as he expected to feel refreshed after his post-meal nap. It was not until Frank made a simple change that he began to see improvement. He started staying upright for just 30 minutes after each meal, sitting in a chair instead of reclining. The change was immediate and striking. The burning sensation in his throat disappeared, his energy levels improved, and he no longer felt like his body was fighting against itself. Frank's story is a powerful reminder that small adjustments can make a big difference, especially when it comes to supporting your body's natural processes. So how can you avoid this mistake and create a healthier post-meal routine? The key is to stay upright for at least 30 minutes after eating, ideally 60 minutes, if possible. This does not mean you have to deny yourself rest or relaxation during this time. You can still engage in calming activities that allow you to unwind, such as reading a book, relaxing in a comfortable chair, or enjoying a quiet conversation with a loved one. The important thing is to keep your body in an upright position, allowing gravity to assist your stomach in doing its work. By staying upright, you help the food move smoothly through your digestive tract, reducing the risk of acid reflux and supporting efficient nutrient absorption. If you do want to lie down or take a nap, wait until at least 30 minutes have passed since your last bite. This gives your body enough time to get ahead of the digestive process, ensuring that the food has moved past the stomach and into the intestines before you change your position. Let us consider the broader implications of this habit. Supporting your digestion is not just about what you eat, but about how you support your body after you eat. The older we get, the more we need to respect the quiet systems inside us that are still working hard to keep us healthy. Your digestive system is one of these systems, tirelessly breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and providing the energy and building blocks your body needs to thrive. When you lie down too soon after eating, you disrupt this delicate process, placing unnecessary strain on your body and increasing your risk of health problems over time. However, by making the simple choice to stay upright, you give your digestive system the support it needs to function at its best. This small habit may not seem like much in the moment, but over time, it can mean the difference between silent damage and steady healing, helping you to age with greater strength and vitality. In summary, lying down right after eating is a common mistake that many people over 60 make, often without realizing the impact it can have on their health. This habit disrupts the gravity-dependent process of digestion, leading to acid reflux, inflammation, and reduced nutrient absorption. Over time, these effects can contribute to more serious health issues, such as esophageal problems, fatigue, and weakened immunity. However, by staying upright for at least 30 minutes after eating, you can support your digestive system, reduce the risk of reflux, and improve your overall well-being. This simple adjustment allows your body to process food more efficiently, ensuring that you absorb the nutrients you need to stay healthy and energized. As we move forward, we will explore the other mistakes that can undermine your post-meal health and how to avoid them to create a routine that supports your longevity. As we continue our exploration of the 5 common mistakes that people over 60 often make in the 30 minutes after eating, we now turn our attention to 2 more habits that can quietly undermine your health and longevity. These mistakes, like the one we discussed in part 1, might seem harmless at first glance, but their impact on your digestive system, energy levels, and overall well-being can be significant, especially as you age. In this section, we will delve into the second mistake, taking a brisk walk or exercising too soon after a meal, a practice that can disrupt your digestion and place unnecessary strain on your body. Following that, we will explore the third mistake, drinking large amounts of cold water immediately after eating, a habit that can slow down your digestive process and affect your energy and immunity. By understanding these pitfalls and making thoughtful adjustments, you can support your body's natural processes, improve your metabolism, and protect your health as you age. The second mistake we will discuss is the tendency to engage in brisk walking or other forms of physical activity too soon after eating, a habit that many people over 60 adopt with the belief that it will aid digestion. There is a long-standing notion that walking right after a meal is beneficial, a way to get your body moving and prevent feelings of sluggishness. While it is true that gentle movement can support blood flow and help you feel more energized, there is a fine line that is easy to cross, especially as you age. For older adults, whose bodies do not recover as quickly as they did in their younger years, going for a brisk walk or jumping into any kind of intense physical activity within the first 30 minutes of eating can actually disrupt your digestion, rather than help it, leading to discomfort and long-term health consequences. Let us examine why exercising too soon after eating can be problematic. When you eat, your body shifts into a state known as the parasympathetic state, often referred to as the rest and digest mode. In this state, your body prioritizes digestion, redirecting blood flow toward your stomach and intestines to fuel the breakdown and absorption of nutrients. This is a critical process, as it ensures that the carbohydrates, proteins, and fats in your food are broken down into their component parts, allowing your body to absorb the vitamins, minerals, and energy it needs to function. However, if you start moving too quickly after eating, especially with intensity, such as a power walk, climbing stairs, or light jogging, your body is forced to divert that blood flow away from your digestive system and back toward your muscles. This creates a competition for resources, a tug-of-war between your stomach and your legs, and neither system benefits from this conflict. When your stomach and muscles compete for blood flow, your digestion slows down, leading to a range of uncomfortable symptoms. You might experience bloating, a feeling of fullness or heaviness in your abdomen, or even cramping as your digestive system struggles to process food without adequate blood supply. At the same time, your muscles do not perform as efficiently as they could, because your body's fuel system is being interrupted mid-cycle. This inefficiency can leave you feeling tired or fatigued after your walk, rather than energized, which is the opposite of what you might expect from physical activity. For older adults, whose circulatory systems become less flexible over time, this competition for resources can place additional strain on the heart. Your heart has to work harder to respond to these competing demands, pumping blood to both your digestive organs and your muscles simultaneously, which can lead to increased stress on your cardiovascular system. This issue becomes even more significant as you age, because your body's ability to manage blood sugar after eating, known as your insulin response, can become less stable. When you eat, your body breaks down carbohydrates into glucose, which enters your bloodstream and raises your blood sugar levels. Insulin, a hormone produced by your pancreas, helps to regulate this process by moving glucose into your cells for energy. However, if you engage in intense physical activity too soon after eating, the redirection of blood flow can disrupt this delicate balance, leading to unstable blood sugar levels. Over time, these fluctuations can contribute to insulin resistance, a condition that increases your risk of developing type 2 diabetes and other metabolic disorders. These post-meal decisions may seem minor in the moment, but they compound over time, affecting your energy, your digestion, and your long-term health. I recall the story of a woman named Carol, a 68-year-old who prided herself on staying active in her retirement years. Carol had developed a habit of heading straight out for a fast-paced walk after dinner every evening, believing that it was helping her stay in shape and support her digestion. At first, this routine seemed to work for her, giving her a sense of accomplishment and keeping her active. However, she began to notice troubling changes. After her walks, she felt more tired, not less, and she often experienced a sense of dizziness or unease. Her stomach also felt tight and uncomfortable, a feeling she could not quite explain. It was not until Carol adjusted her routine that she began to see improvement. She started waiting 30 to 45 minutes after eating before going for her walk, giving her body time to focus on digestion first. The change was remarkable. Her energy levels stabilized, her digestion improved, and she no longer felt worn out after her evening walks. Carol's story highlights the importance of timing when it comes to post-meal activity, especially for older adults. So, how can you avoid this mistake and create a healthier post-meal routine? The key is to avoid intense physical activity for at least 30 minutes after eating, allowing your body to prioritize digestion. This does not mean you have to sit still like a statue during this time. In fact, some light activity can be beneficial as long as it is gentle and does not place excessive demands on your body. For example, you might clear the dishes, sway gently while listening to music, or take a slow walk around the house. The key word here is gentle. You want your movements to align with your body's internal state, supporting digestion, rather than competing with it. Before engaging in any activity, take a moment to check in with your body. Ask yourself, do I still feel full? Is my heart working harder than usual? Is my breath calm? If you feel any tightness or strain, it might be your body's way of saying it needs more time. Giving it that time, just 30 minutes, can make a meaningful difference in how your body absorbs nutrients, balances blood sugar, and stores energy for the long term. Let us consider the broader implications of this approach. Longevity is not just about adding more movement to your day, it is about adding the right kind of movement at the right time. After a meal, your body needs space to do what it is built to do: break down food, absorb nutrients, and process glucose. When you honor this process by avoiding intense activity, you are not slowing down, you are moving forward with wisdom. You are giving your body the support it needs to function at its best, ensuring that you have the energy, clarity, and strength to enjoy your later years. This small adjustment can help you avoid the discomfort of bloating and cramping, reduce strain on your heart, and improve your overall metabolic health, setting the stage for a longer, healthier life. The third mistake we will explore is another common habit that many people over 60 fall into, without realizing its impact: drinking large amounts of cold water immediately after eating. This is a practice that many of us have picked up early in life, often as a way to feel refreshed after a meal. There is something satisfying about finishing a meal and reaching for a tall glass of ice-cold water, especially on a warm day. The cool sensation can feel invigorating, a way to cleanse your palate and rehydrate your body. However, what most people do not realize is that drinking large amounts of cold water right after eating can quietly disrupt your digestion in ways that, over time, affect your energy, your immunity, and even your heart health. For older adults whose digestive systems become more sensitive with age, this habit can have significant consequences. Let us break down why drinking cold water in large amounts after eating is so problematic. When you drink cold water, your body experiences a sudden shift in internal temperature. Your stomach, which is already working hard to break down food, is forced to compensate for this abrupt drop in temperature. This causes the blood vessels in your digestive tract to constrict, slowing down the activity of digestive enzymes that are essential for breaking down food. Additionally, fats in your food, particularly animal fats, start to solidify in cooler temperatures, making them harder to emulsify and absorb. Emulsification is the process by which fats are broken down into smaller droplets that can be digested and absorbed by your body. When this process is disrupted, your body has to work harder and longer to extract the nutrients it needs, leading to slower digestion and reduced nutrient absorption. For a younger person with a robust metabolism, this might not seem like a significant issue. Their digestive system can often handle the extra workload without noticeable effects. However, for older adults in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, the digestive system becomes more sensitive with time. It does not process food as quickly or efficiently as it once did, and any disruption can have a more pronounced impact. When cold water interrupts the digestive process, it leads to slower gastric emptying, the rate at which food leaves your stomach and enters your intestines. This can cause increased bloating, a feeling of fullness or discomfort, and nutrient loss, as your body struggles to absorb the vitamins and minerals it needs. Over time, this can also interfere with the gut's ability to regulate healthy bacteria, which is a cornerstone of immune strength as we age. A healthy gut microbiome supports your immune system, helping you fight off infections and maintain overall health, but repeated disruptions from cold water can weaken this delicate balance. I recall the story of a man named Sam, a 74-year-old former steelworker, who experienced these effects firsthand. Sam had a habit of keeping a thermos of ice water on the table at every meal, believing that it was helping him stay hydrated. He thought he was doing something beneficial for his health, but he began to notice troubling symptoms. After meals, he often felt full for hours, experienced occasional stomach cramps, and struggled with fatigue in the afternoons, despite eating what he thought were healthy meals. It was not until Sam made a simple change that he began to see improvement. He switched to sipping warm or room temperature water with his meals, rather than drinking large amounts of cold water. The difference was striking. His digestion improved, he felt lighter and more comfortable after eating, and his energy levels returned. For Sam, this small adjustment did not feel like a sacrifice. It felt like relief, a way to support his body rather than hinder it. So how can you avoid this mistake and create a healthier post-meal routine? The key is to be mindful of both the temperature and the timing of your water intake. Instead of drinking large amounts of cold water right after eating, opt for sipping small amounts of room temperature or warm liquids. Hydration is still important after a meal, as it helps transport nutrients and supports the movement of food through your intestines. But the issue lies in the temperature and volume. Cold water creates friction in a system that needs flow, and drinking too much at once puts extra pressure on an already busy stomach. Instead, consider drinking herbal teas, such as chamomile, ginger, or peppermint, which can be especially supportive after meals. These teas relax the digestive tract, reduce gas and bloating, and help your stomach process food more efficiently. Even a few sips of warm lemon water can work wonders, easing your system into post-meal processing without causing disruption. Let us consider the broader implications of this habit. The way you treat your digestion reflects how you treat the rest of your body. If you rush it, overwhelm it, or ignore its cues, you pay a price in the form of discomfort, fatigue, and reduced health. However, if you nourish it, protect it, and give it what it needs, it rewards you with better digestion, better energy, and better overall well-being. Small adjustments like switching to warm or room temperature water might not make headlines, but over weeks and months, they create a more efficient, more balanced internal environment. This environment is better equipped to fight inflammation, absorb essential vitamins, and keep your heart and brain functioning at their best, supporting your longevity and quality of life as you age. In summary, taking a brisk walk or exercising too soon after eating can disrupt your digestion, leading to bloating, cramping, and unstable blood sugar levels, while placing strain on your heart. By waiting 30 to 45 minutes and opting for gentle movement instead, you can support your body's natural processes and improve your energy and metabolic health. Similarly, drinking large amounts of cold water immediately after eating can slow down digestion, causing bloating, nutrient loss, and long-term effects on your immunity. By sipping warm or room temperature liquids instead, you can support your digestive system and enhance your overall well-being. As we move forward, we will explore the remaining mistakes that can undermine your post-meal health and how to avoid them to create a routine that supports your longevity. Continuing our journey through the 5 common mistakes that people over 60 often make in the 30 minutes after eating, we now turn our attention to 2 more habits that can quietly undermine your health and longevity. These mistakes, like the ones we have already explored, might seem like harmless parts of your daily routine, but their effects on your digestion, energy levels, and overall well-being can be significant, especially as you age. In this section, we will delve into the fourth mistake, taking a shower or bath immediately after eating, a practice that can interfere with your body's ability to digest and absorb nutrients. Following that, we will explore the fifth mistake, engaging in stress or problem-solving right after a meal, a habit that can disrupt your digestion and increase your risk of long-term health issues. By understanding these pitfalls and making thoughtful adjustments, you can support your body's natural processes, improve your metabolism, and protect your health as you age. The fourth mistake we will discuss is one that many people over 60 fall into without realizing its impact, taking a shower or bath immediately after eating. For many older adults, a warm shower after a meal can feel like a comforting ritual, a way to relax the body, soothe aching joints, or prepare for the rest of the day. The warmth of the water can be soothing, providing a sense of calm and relaxation that feels particularly appealing after a satisfying meal. However, what most people do not realize is that stepping into a shower or bath too soon after eating can quietly interfere with your body's ability to digest and absorb the nutrients you need to stay strong and healthy. This habit, while seemingly benign, can disrupt the delicate balance of your digestive system, especially as your body becomes more sensitive with age. Let us examine why showering or bathing right after eating is so problematic. When you eat, your digestive system becomes the command center of your body's operations. Blood is redirected to your stomach, liver, pancreas, and intestines to support the complex process of breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and processing glucose. This redirection of blood flow is essential for digestion, as it ensures that your body has the resources it needs to break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats into their component parts, allowing you to absorb the vitamins, minerals, and energy necessary for your health. However, the moment you step into warm or hot water, your body's priorities shift. Your skin begins to demand more blood flow as your body works to regulate its temperature, drawing blood toward the surface to cool you down or keep you warm. This means that less blood is available to support digestion, exactly when your body needs it the most. This redistribution of blood flow might seem minor, but for older adults, whose circulatory systems are no longer as flexible or efficient as they once were, it can have subtle yet meaningful consequences. When blood is diverted away from your digestive organs, the process of breaking down food and absorbing nutrients is slowed down, leading to poor digestion. You might experience symptoms like nausea, a feeling of heaviness or discomfort in your stomach, or a sudden drop in energy as your body struggles to process food without adequate blood supply. Over time, this repeated stress on your digestive organs can reduce nutrient absorption, meaning that your body does not get the full benefit of the food you eat. This can lead to deficiencies in essential vitamins and minerals, contributing to fatigue, weakened immunity, and other health issues. Additionally, the redirection of blood flow can place strain on your cardiovascular system, as your heart works harder to manage these competing demands, increasing your risk of long-term health problems. I recall the story of a woman named Helen, a 76-year-old former school teacher, who experienced these effects firsthand. Helen had developed a habit of showering right after dinner, believing that the warm water would help her relax and prepare for sleep. At first, this routine seemed to work for her, providing a moment of comfort at the end of the day. However, she began to notice troubling symptoms. She often woke up in the middle of the night with discomfort, experiencing indigestion and occasional bloating that left her feeling unsettled. These symptoms were puzzling, as she was careful about what she ate and did not understand why she was having these issues. It was not until her doctor suggested waiting 30 to 45 minutes after meals before bathing that Helen began to see improvement. Once she made this change, her sleep improved, her digestion smoothed out, and she felt more at ease in her body. Helen's story is a powerful reminder that even small habits can have a big impact on our health, especially as we age. So how can you avoid this mistake and create a healthier post-meal routine? The key is to give your body a 30-minute window after eating before stepping into a shower or bath. This allows your digestive system to focus on processing your food before your body redirects resources elsewhere. It does not mean you have to avoid bathing entirely after meals. It is simply about timing. By waiting 30 to 45 minutes, you ensure that your internal systems have the blood flow they need to break down food and absorb nutrients effectively. During this time, you can still relax and unwind in other ways that do not pull blood away from your core. For example, you might sit quietly by a window, listen to soft music, or read something calming. These practices provide the same sense of peace and comfort without interrupting the healing work your body is doing inside. A warm bath or shower can still be part of your routine, but let it be a reward for your body after it has had a chance to digest, rather than an immediate reflex. Let us consider the broader implications of this habit. The way you treat your body after eating reflects how you care for yourself overall. When you shower or bathe too soon after a meal, you create a conflict within your body, forcing it to multitask in a way that it is not designed to handle. This can lead to digestive confusion, reduced nutrient absorption, and increased strain on your heart, all of which can take a toll on your health over time. However, by giving your body the time it needs to focus on digestion, you show it the respect it deserves, allowing it to function at its best. This small act of patience is one more way you can care for the systems that are caring for you, supporting your energy, immunity, and overall well-being as you age. The fifth mistake we will explore is another habit that many people over 60 fall into without realizing its impact: engaging in stress or problem-solving activities in the 30 minutes after eating. This is a subtle but significant error that can have powerful consequences for your body's ability to rest, repair, and protect you as you age. It is easy to overlook what happens in our minds during this critical window after a meal. You have eaten, you feel full, perhaps a little sluggish, and without thinking, you might pick up your phone to check emails, read a concerning message, start reviewing your bills, or begin a heavy conversation with a family member. These activities might seem like a normal part of everyday life, a way to stay productive or address pressing concerns. However, what seems like a routine task can disrupt your digestion and increase your risk of long-term health issues, particularly as your body becomes more sensitive with age. Let us break down why engaging in stress or problem-solving right after eating is so problematic. Digestion is not just a physical process, it is deeply tied to your nervous system. When you eat, your body is meant to be in a parasympathetic state, often referred to as the rest and digest mode. In this state, your body prioritizes digestion, redirecting blood flow to your stomach and intestines to break down food and absorb nutrients. This is a calm, restorative state that allows your body to focus on healing and repair, ensuring that you get the full benefit of the food you eat. However, the moment you introduce stress, whether it is worrying about finances, engaging in a family conflict, or even tackling a challenging crossword puzzle that gets your heart racing, your body flips the switch into a different state, the fight or flight response. This stress state floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline, hormones designed to prepare you for survival by conserving energy for action. When your body enters the fight or flight state, digestion is shut down to prioritize survival. Cortisol and adrenaline signal your body to redirect blood flow away from your digestive organs and toward your muscles, preparing you to respond to a perceived threat. While this response is useful in emergencies, it is the opposite of what you want during digestion. The result is a range of digestive issues, including slowed metabolism, gas, bloating, and blood sugar spikes. When digestion is interrupted in this way, your pancreas has to work harder to manage insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar, leading to potential imbalances over time. Your stomach also struggles to absorb nutrients efficiently, which can weaken your immune system and leave you more vulnerable to illness. Over time, if this stress pattern repeats after every meal, the effects become cumulative, overworking your pancreas, reducing nutrient absorption, and increasing your risk of chronic conditions like insulin resistance and digestive disorders. I recall the story of a man named Thomas, an 80-year-old who experienced these effects firsthand. Thomas had developed a habit of going through his mail while eating lunch, tackling bills, medical notices, and legal paperwork as part of his daily meal routine. He thought he was being efficient, using the time to stay on top of his responsibilities. However, he began to notice troubling changes. After meals, his energy levels dropped, his stomach felt unsettled, and he often experienced discomfort that he could not explain. His doctor could not find a clear cause for these symptoms, leaving Thomas puzzled and frustrated. It was not until Thomas made a simple change that he began to see improvement. He started eating without distractions, giving himself 30 minutes after meals before opening his mail or making important phone calls. The difference was striking. He not only digested his food better, but he also felt a greater sense of peace, as if he were digesting life more calmly. Thomas's story highlights the importance of protecting your post-meal time from stress, allowing your body to focus on digestion without interference. So how can you avoid this mistake and create a healthier post-meal routine? The key is to give yourself a 30-minute window after eating where your only task is to breathe, digest, and be present. This means avoiding activities that cause stress or require intense problem solving, such as checking emails, reviewing bills, or engaging in difficult conversations. The world can wait, your health cannot. Instead of stimulation, choose softness. Instead of problem solving, choose presence. Instead of conflict, choose quiet. You might sit quietly and focus on your breathing, listen to calming music, or simply enjoy the stillness of the moment. These practices create a space for your body to remain in the rest and digest state, allowing digestion to proceed smoothly and efficiently. By protecting this time from stress, you support not only your digestion, but also your heart, your brain, and your peace of mind, all of which are essential for longevity and well-being. Let us consider the broader implications of this habit. The emotional state you are in after a meal shapes more than just your mood, it shapes your health. When you engage in stress or problem solving right after eating, you disrupt the delicate balance of your nervous system, forcing your body into a state of tension that undermines the healing work of digestion. Over time, this can lead to a range of health issues, from digestive discomfort to weakened immunity and increased risk of chronic diseases. However, by choosing to create a calm, stress-free environment after meals, you give your body the space it needs to rest, repair, and protect you. This small act of mindfulness can have a profound impact, helping you to digest your food more efficiently, maintain stable blood sugar levels, and support your overall health as you age. In summary, taking a shower or bath immediately after eating can divert blood flow away from your digestive system, leading to poor digestion, nausea, and reduced nutrient absorption, while placing strain on your cardiovascular system. By waiting 30 to 45 minutes before bathing, you can support your body's natural processes and improve your energy and overall well-being. Similarly, engaging in stress or problem-solving right after eating can disrupt your digestion, causing bloating, blood sugar spikes, and long-term effects on your health. By creating a calm, stress-free environment for 30 minutes after meals, you can support your nervous system and enhance your digestive health. As we move into the final part, we will reflect on these lessons and consider how these small adjustments can transform your post-meal routine into a powerful tool for longevity. As we bring this exploration to a close, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey we have taken through the 5 common mistakes that people over 60 often make in the 30 minutes after eating. These habits, while seemingly small and inconsequential, can have a profound impact on your digestion, energy levels, and overall health, especially as you age. Throughout this series, we have uncovered how these post-meal choices can either support or undermine your body's natural processes, affecting your longevity and quality of life in ways you might not have realized. In this final part, we will summarize the lessons learned, reflect on their significance, and consider how these small adjustments can transform your daily routine into a powerful tool for aging with strength, clarity, and peace. By understanding these pitfalls and making mindful changes, you can protect your organs, improve your metabolism, and reduce your risk of chronic diseases, ensuring that you live not just longer, but better. Let us begin by revisiting the 5 mistakes we have explored, each of which can quietly disrupt your health if left unchecked. First, we discuss the habit of lying down right after eating, a common practice that many people over 60 adopt without realizing its consequences. Lying down within the first 30 minutes of a meal disrupts the gravity-dependent process of digestion, making it easier for stomach acid to flow back into your esophagus and causing acid reflux. This can lead to discomfort, inflammation, and over time, more serious esophageal problems, while also reducing nutrient absorption and affecting your energy, immunity, and brain health. By staying upright for at least 30 minutes after eating, you can support your digestive system, reduce the risk of reflux, and ensure that your body absorbs the nutrients it needs to thrive. The second mistake we examined was taking a brisk walk or exercising too soon after eating, often with the belief that it will aid digestion. While gentle movement can be beneficial, intense activity within the first 30 minutes diverts blood flow away from your digestive organs and toward your muscles, creating a competition for resources. This can lead to bloating, cramping, and unstable blood sugar levels, while placing strain on your heart, especially as your circulatory system becomes less flexible with age. Waiting 30 to 45 minutes before engaging in intense activity and opting for gentle movements instead allows your body to prioritize digestion, improving your energy and metabolic health. Next, we explored the third mistake, drinking large amounts of cold water immediately after eating. This practice causes a sudden drop in internal temperature, constricting blood vessels in your digestive tract, slowing enzymatic activity, and making fats harder to digest. For older adults, whose digestive systems are more sensitive, this can lead to bloating, nutrient loss, and long-term effects on immunity, as it disrupts the gut's ability to regulate healthy bacteria. Sipping room temperature or warm liquids, such as herbal teas, instead supports digestion, reduces discomfort, and helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. The fourth mistake we discussed was taking a shower or bath immediately after eating, a comforting ritual for many older adults. This habit diverts blood flow away from your digestive organs and toward your skin as your body regulates its temperature, leading to poor digestion, nausea, and reduced nutrient absorption. Over time, this can place strain on your cardiovascular system and contribute to fatigue and other health issues. Waiting 30 to 45 minutes after eating before bathing allows your body to focus on digestion, ensuring that you get the full benefit of the nutrients in your food and supporting your overall well-being. Finally, we examined the fifth mistake, engaging in stress or problem-solving activities right after eating, such as checking emails, reviewing bills, or having difficult conversations. This habit shifts your body into a fight-or-flight state, flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline, and shutting down digestion to conserve energy for survival. This can lead to bloating, blood sugar spikes, and reduced nutrient absorption, while overworking your pancreas and weakening your immune system over time. Creating a calm, stress-free environment for 30 minutes after meals allows your body to remain in the rest and digest state, supporting digestion and protecting your health in the long term. Take a moment to reflect on what stood out to you the most from these lessons. Which of these 5 habits have you been overlooking, perhaps without realizing the toll they have been taking on your body? Maybe it was the realization that lying down too soon after eating could be causing your recurring heartburn, or the understanding that your post-dinner walks might be contributing to your feelings of fatigue. Perhaps it was the discovery that drinking cold water after meals could be slowing down your digestion, or the insight that stress after eating might be affecting more than just your mood. Whatever resonated with you, know that awareness is the first step toward change, and even the smallest adjustments can have a profound impact on your health and longevity. We all want to live longer, but more than that, we want to live better. We want clarity in our minds, strength in our bodies, and peace in our daily routines. The truth is, you do not need a special diet or expensive supplements to achieve this goal. Sometimes, the most powerful changes come from the small, quiet decisions we make every day. Not lying down too quickly, not rushing into activity, not overloading your body with cold water, not diverting blood flow with a shower, and not introducing stress when your body needs calm. These choices might seem insignificant in the moment, but they add up over time, creating a ripple effect that touches every aspect of your health. By avoiding these mistakes, you support your digestion, your circulation, your hormones, and ultimately your brain, your energy, your sleep, and your longevity. It is easy to fall into the mindset of, I have done it this way for years, assuming that because a habit has been part of your routine for a long time, it must be harmless. However, the beauty of awareness is that it allows you to try something different, something kinder, something smarter. You do not have to change everything overnight. Instead, pick one habit that feels manageable and try it after your next meal. Perhaps you start by sitting upright for 30 minutes after eating, using the time to read a book or enjoy a quiet conversation. Maybe you wait a bit longer before going for your evening walk, giving your body time to digest first. Or perhaps you switch to sipping warm tea instead of cold water, noticing how much lighter you feel after meals. Whatever change you choose, give your body the time, space, and breath of relief it has been asking for. And if it feels right, keep going. Let us consider the broader significance of these lessons. The little things you do after each meal do not just affect how you feel in the moment. They shape the future of your health. When you lie down too soon, exercise too quickly, drink cold water, shower immediately, or introduce stress, you create friction in your body's natural processes. placing unnecessary strain on your digestive organs, your heart, and your nervous system. Over time, this strain can lead to a range of health issues, from acid reflux and bloating to nutrient deficiencies and increased risk of chronic diseases. However, by making thoughtful choices, staying upright, moving gently, sipping warm liquids, delaying your shower, and creating a calm environment, you give your body the support it needs to function at its best. These choices tell your body, I am still taking care of you, a simple act of self-respect that adds up in ways you cannot always see, but will surely feel. Think about the cumulative impact of these habits over the years. Each time you avoid lying down too soon, you reduce the risk of acid reflux and protect your esophagus from inflammation. Each time you wait before exercising, you allow your body to digest more efficiently, stabilizing your blood sugar and reducing strain on your heart. Each time you sip warm water instead of cold, you support your digestive enzymes and gut bacteria, enhancing your immunity. Each time you delay your shower, you ensure that your body can absorb the nutrients it needs, boosting your energy and overall health. And each time you choose calm over stress, you keep your body in a rest and digest state, supporting your metabolism and protecting your long-term well-being. These small, consistent choices build a foundation for longevity, helping you to age with greater vitality and peace. As you move forward, carry these lessons with you and let them guide your daily routine. You have lived a long life, and you have seen trends come and go. Diets, exercise fads, health advice that promises quick fixes. But real wisdom comes from noticing what truly works for your body and trusting that simple rhythms, done consistently, can give you more years, more energy, and more peace. The 30 minutes after eating is a sacred window, a time when your body is hard at work breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and repairing itself. By avoiding these 5 mistakes, you honor this process, giving your body the space and support it needs to thrive. This is not about perfection, it is about thoughtfulness, about making choices that align with your body's needs and reflect the care you have for yourself. Imagine the difference these changes could make over the next month, the next year, or the next decade. Picture yourself feeling lighter and more energized after meals, free from the discomfort of bloating or heartburn. Imagine waking up each morning with a clear mind and a strong body, knowing that you are giving your digestive system, your heart, and your nervous system the support they need to keep you healthy. Envision a life where you have the energy to enjoy the activities you love, the clarity to engage with the world around you, and the peace to savor each moment. These are the gifts that come from mindful post-meal habits, the rewards of listening to your body and responding with kindness. You have the power to create this reality, one small choice at a time, and in doing so, you can age with the strength, clarity, and vitality you deserve. In conclusion, the choices you make in the 30 minutes after eating can decide not only how you feel in the moment, but also how long and how well you live. By avoiding the mistakes of lying down too soon, exercising too quickly, drinking cold water, showering immediately, and engaging in stress, you can support your digestion, protect your organs, and reduce your risk of chronic diseases. These small, thoughtful adjustments, staying upright, moving gently, sipping warm liquids, delaying your shower, and creating a calm environment, allow your body to function at its best, ensuring that you absorb the nutrients you need to stay healthy and energized. As you continue on your journey, let these lessons be a reminder that the little things matter, that your body is still working hard to keep you well, and that by caring for it with intention, you can enjoy a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life.